my bosses read. So sometimes we talk to them about issues and they're like, well, that's not irrelevant. We're like, no, that is. Take a look at the other side of the country and what we're working with here. Subscribe to a monthly. There's a lot of great ones out there. The Atlantic, Foreign Affairs, New Yorker, National Review, or the one I prefer, National Geographic. Don't be surprised at the number of hard-hitting national and international issues that you're going to find in National Geographic, in largely an unbiased forum. And look, I want to give you a little hint. I used to subscribe to a weekly. That's a big commitment. So before you quadruple your monthly commitment, go ahead and work on the monthly. Make sure you have a good library of current event podcasts. Start Here, The Daily, Business Insider, HuffPost, BuzzFeed. You look at them and you evaluate. I like Start Here and I like The Daily. They hit one issue pretty deeply every day, and that's important. But I can tell you, there's been plenty of interviews I walked into where people have said to me, well, what do you think about this? And I had something from what I had read that morning or something I'd read 2 years ago in National Geographic, and I could talk about the issue with them. Make sure you read the articles that you used to ignore. That might be the sports page, it might be business trends, it might be the comics, but hit them all. Make sure you get a really well-rounded view. So that's the practical piece. Moving on to the future here. Now that you've got your rhythm, you're pursuing your personal success, I'd like you to consider how you can give back to the community. Education breeds prosperity, and to gain that prosperity, you need to finish the education. I imagine some of you struggled to get through the years to graduate. Maybe that struggle was financial. Maybe you didn't feel prepared to work at the college level, or maybe there were other pressures that felt overwhelming. And I assume many of you were like my mother, who worked, raised children, and went to college at the same time. So 3 important words, and you've all heard them before. Coaching, mentoring, and sponsoring. Or said another way, telling, asking, and advocating. And that's not an ordered list. One of the greatest predictors of success is education. And one of the greatest predictors of getting a degree is starting your second year. That's where we find that so many people stop. We lose women and men to other pressures. People decide this isn't for me. That decision can be based on finances, but often it's based on a sense of failure. Folks don't feel they can do college work, and so they give up. And these folks were likely, through no fault of their own, just simply not prepared to do college work. And that's something with which you can help them. But remember this, once they quit, they rarely go back. So I ask you to find someone like you, and even if you don't know if they're struggling, find out, mentor them. Folks need to see that they can succeed. They need to see a bit of themselves reflected back when they see you. Find someone in your cohort, someone with whom you share race, national origin, financial hardship, gender identity, kids at the same daycare, primary language, a member of your family, or person in your neighborhood. It doesn't matter. Find that person and see that they can reflect a little bit of you back into them. Share with them your success beyond today. Share with them, coach them in ways they too can succeed. If that first year curriculum is an unreasonable challenge, teach them and show them remedial opportunities. Work with them on the skills I talked about earlier, the critical thinking, the reading, and the writing. And maintain an active engagement and a willingness to stand beside these folks. Even as you struggle to succeed by whatever definition success is, consider how you can help others succeed and be willing to put your name next to theirs, to sponsor them so that they can continue to move forward. It is not easy to advocate for yourself to an instructor or a professor. It is a daunting task, but you have that ability, and you have that ability to teach them how to do that. A couple final notes here. This opportunity never ends, even if one day you can afford to write a big check to Stony Brook or another deserving institution. And I ask you to keep in mind, institutions that serve marginalized communities generally need more support than they get. So if it's not Stony Brook, maybe it's an HBCU or a school that serves the disabled. Consider the alumni base when you evaluate where to support. Does that alumni base have the means to write big checks? Maybe you can be the one to write that. Maybe you can be the one to support. You decide it. We've already said you've got those critical thinking skills. And a final note, and I think this is an important thing to say, I've discovered there's no distinction between a deserving and an undeserving person. That's a fake judgment where we only help a person who's met some made up milestones. Don't get caught up in that. I'm excited for you all. I'm ecstatic to be part of your cohort now, and I'm really looking forward to spending the rest of the day here at Stony Brook. Thank you.
Well, I think you've got your marching orders. You've got to read more. Now you've got to subscribe to stuff and read and participate in public service. So I think that this is what the message that we're getting here. So my next task is to award the Frank Myers Undergraduate Teaching Award. Every year we ask members of the Political Science Honor Society, Pi Sigma Alpha, to choose the winner of this award. The award is named after our retired and much admired colleague, Frank Myers. I actually hope Frank is watching this. It's being recorded and he is not in very good health. None of you will remember him, but his colleagues do, and he was an amazingly wonderful instructor. He used to win this award every year. He's now out of the department, but we have named this award after him. Big shout out to Frank if you're watching, who we have not forgotten you. So it is my great honor to give the award to Professor Sam Jens, who I don't think is, oh, Sam is here, fantastic. Okay, so don't stay there for a second, Sam. I wasn't sure because I hadn't seen him. So we're very particularly proud to give this award to Sam. He received his PhD in political science just last year in 2023. And he started as a master's student in Masters of Political Science with a focus on political psychology. So we're especially proud of Sam because that's 2 programs that he came out of. He also proved to be an amazing teacher. You nominated him for this award. I know that he's a very organized person, so I'm sure that you appreciated that in your classes. Organization is really great, right? Knowing what you're getting into. That's really good. He's also a very kind person. He's also very understanding. And these are qualities that we need and have to have in our instructors, because everyone faces challenges during the semester or during the years, and I'm sure you have too. So students, I know I've actually met students off campus who said, Stony Brook Political Science, Professor Jens, he was great. So I've actually had second sort of reinforcement of this from an anonymous source who wasn't asked to make that comment. So I want you to join me in thanking and congratulating Sam for all of his efforts. And he's been teaching, I should add, remotely from Washington, D.C. He is currently a research associate and technology, news technology, and yeah, I wrote it down and it's not in my notes. So anyway, so thank you, Sam. Congratulations. So next, I want to, well, this person does not need any introduction. It is Professor Jason Rose, who you all know very, very well. And he is going to present several awards, the Martin Travis Political Science Award. Thanks, Jane. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Huddy. Look, if the opposite of pro is con, then the opposite of progress is, thank you. Feel free to use that joke anytime you want. So I have the great honor in presenting the Travis Award. The founding chair of our department was our great Martin B. Travis, and this award in his name honors him. And this award was founded by his wife, Olivia Travis, and former student, James Weller. And we thank them and the Travis family for this generous scholarship award. This award is made annually to a graduating political science major who plans to attend law school. And, you know, the best moments in a professor's career are when you've been able to inspire your students to do some great things. But even better is when your students inspire you. And the 2 Travis Martin Award winners are an inspiration to me, their colleagues, and to the entire department. Both of these students have done extraordinary work in the department. Madeline Silva has been nothing short of a phenomenal student. She is the recipient of our department's Robert Klassen Scholarship. She received the Pi Sigma Alpha Pinnacle Award. She was one of the best teaching assistants I've ever had. She is graduating summa cum laude, Pi Sigma Alpha, and Phi Beta Kappa, and will be attending Hofstra Law School in the fall. And then we have Johan Arias Chacon, also a former teaching assistant of mine, who has done similarly marvelous work. Johan is the recipient of the SBU Academic Achievement Award. He is the recipient of our department's Patricia Grammer Scholarship. He is graduating summa cum laude, Pi Sigma Alpha, and Phi Beta Kappa, and he will be attending the USC Gould School of Law in the fall, and it is my honor to honor them. So would Madeline Silva and Johan Arias Chacon please come up onto the stage to be recognized for the Martin B. Travis Award. All right, so congratulations to Johan and Madeline. And now I want to turn it over to another one of our extraordinary students. We have so many. This year's recipient of the Provost's Award for Academic Excellence, the president of our Stony Brook chapter of the Pi Sigma Alpha Honor Society, Sia Majmundar, for our farewell address. Sia?
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, and my fellow champions of change. Some of you have traveled vast oceans, leaving behind the familiar shores of your homeland. Others come from families whose roots dive deep in the very soil upon which we stand today. In our midst are also those whose families rewrote the stories of their successors in the land of opportunity. Yet, despite the diverse backgrounds and experiences that define us all, we stand beneath this roof, bound by a shared dedication to the pursuit of political knowledge. For far too long, politics has been viewed as the mere study of governance or the analysis of historical systems of rule. But I challenge you to see it for what it truly is, an art form, a battleground where humanity's greatest ideals clash against the forces of oppression and injustice. Politics is the art of people fighting for what they believe in. Politics is the embodiment of our collective struggle for justice, freedom, and equality. Politics is the unwavering belief that every single voice can change the world. Through the corridors of our classes, we bear witness to the raw courage of those who refuse to be silenced, who defy the odds, and who march boldly towards justice and freedom. We have studied the transformative power of intellect over ignorance, words over weapons, and the resounding echo of screams against silence. Timeless hours reading Schlesinger and Blaney had us explore the darkest corners of humanity. Through the pages of their works, we were confronted with the stark realities of human nature, navigating through the labyrinth of conflict, injustice, and suffering that have plagued our history. Yet, amidst those shadows, we were granted a glimpse into the transformative power of visionary leadership. Time and time again, through the chronicles of humankind, we have learned that leadership transcends mere authority. It is born from resilience and an unyielding dedication to fighting for what we believe in the most. For in the face of adversity, it is our voices that act as thunderous cannons, shaking the very foundations of oppression and injustice. It is through our voices that we, as the leaders of tomorrow, wield the power to sculpt the destiny of our nation and carve the legacy of generations yet to come. On February 24th, 2022, Ukraine was thrust into the heart of a full-scale military invasion, leaving the nation reeling in the wake of devastation. Yet, amidst the chaos and despair, emerged a figure whose voice served as a beacon of hope, inspiring a nation to rise from the bombed land masses that were once the Carpathians and the seascapes. In the darkest dawn of adversity, President Volodymyr Zelensky showed the world that true leadership is the embodiment of stability in the face of fear and terror. The same comedic voice, once filled with laughter, now roared with defiance against injustice. Zelensky's voice became the rallying cry of a people, a resounding chorus of voices breaking the silence of oppression. It became the anthem of a nation united under the singular endeavor of refusing to succumb. Zelensky, armed with nothing but his voice, declared victory, not in the defeat of an enemy, but in the courage of a people who refused to be silenced. He had a voice, and with unshakable commitment to justice, he inspired each and every Ukrainian to stand shoulder to shoulder in the fight for freedom. He had a voice, and he changed the world. Now let's rewind the tape of time further back to a moment etched in the chapters of the greatest history. 83 years, 11 months, and 12 days ago, at 3:40 p.m., within the sacred chambers of the House of Commons, a thunderous voice stirred the very soul of the nation just hours after the Battle of Dunkirk. We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields and in the streets, we shall fight in the hills, we shall never surrender, said Prime Minister Winston Churchill. These words, spoken with a conviction born of steel and fire, enlivened the spirit of defiance on the streets of the UK. Churchill's "We shall fight on the beaches" speech was a declaration not merely of resistance, but of indomitable human will. It's a proclamation that in the face of adversity, the spirit of freedom would never, ever be extinguished. He had a voice, and with it, he ignited a flame of hope that burned bright even through the darkest days of war. He had a voice, and he changed the world. Today we stand at the crossroads of history. Heed the timeless lessons imparted by the masters and the voices of the past. Never forget the power inherent in your own voice, the power to challenge injustice, to champion equality, and to shape the course of humanity. You're not merely students of political science, you're the leaders of tomorrow. And with leadership comes responsibility. The responsibility to use your voices to advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves, to stand up for justice and equality, and to champion causes that reflect the very best of our shared humanity. In our voice lies the ability to become and choose leaders who invest in building bridges, not walls, books, not weapons, intellectualism, not ignorance, stability, not fear and terror, peace, not chaos, convergence, not segregation, justice, not lawlessness, preservation, not destruction, and truth, not lies. You have a voice. Now you go change the world. Congratulations, class of 2024. You're on your way to doing amazing things. I'm going to pass the mic to Dr. Vanderwielen. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, Sia, that was great. Where is Sia? Oh, wonderful job. That was fantastic. A tough act to follow. I have the enormous honor of announcing our graduating doctoral and master's degree students from the political science and public policy programs. But before doing that, I'd like to begin by saying congratulations to our wonderfully talented graduates. This represents the culmination of a lot of hard work, and you should feel very proud of this accomplishment. I know I can speak for the faculty in saying we certainly are proud of you for all of your hard work. And I'd also like to take a moment to thank all of the family and friends who have been an integral part of these graduates' journey. Your support has been invaluable to their success. So many thanks to all of you here today. So without further ado, We will now recognize the names of graduate students who have completed the degree requirements for the PhD in political science, the MA in political science, and the MA in public policy. We ask that the audience hold their applause until all names have been called. Wow, that freaked me out. I wasn't sure I was going to get the cards in time to actually. Jacob Martin. Okay, you can applause. That's fine. We're changing the rules on the fly here. Mika Avery. No, it's fine. So why don't you wait until Jake is done, then you can do the same thing. Take a picture, yeah. Congratulations, Jake. Congratulations. Zakia Jackson. Third time's a charm. Congratulations. Brian Jedlicka. Congratulations, Brian. Mary Brantley. Sorry you were out. Desi Kieran. Katie LeBon. Congratulations. Frank Myler. Congratulations. Dominica Orellana. Congratulations. John Rainey. Congratulations. Azga Sakib. Congratulations. Thank you. Huntley Spencer. Congratulations. Jasmine Ting. Congratulations. Rayon Termizi. Congratulations. And last but not least, Jadine Daly.
Professor Ruben Klein is going to present our undergraduate degree recipients. He'll be followed by Professor Delton. That's it.
We will now recognize the graduates from our BA in Political Science program. We will note any distinctions that they have earned. And as before, well, I can say hold the applause, but yeah, anyway, so yes. Vaishnavi Udupa. Next. Okay. Okay. I just. Okay. Okay. Sia Majmundar. Tumashe Akinfalele. Congrats, congrats. Samantha Allen. Marlena Alma, cum laude. Kira Anderson. Sunira Ona. Catherine Antonio Rios. Pi Sigma Alpha, magna cum laude. Johan Arias Chacon. Pi Sigma Alpha, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. Laiba Uzam, cum laude. Meadow Asaz. Pi Sigma Alpha, summa cum laude. Zara Beg. Belinda Bayat. Pi Sigma Alpha, summa cum laude. Tanmay Bashin. Hunter Brody. Pi Sigma Alpha, magna cum laude. Janelle Boachi. Brianna Bryden. Ludwig Burrell. Charles Burgart, Pi Sigma Alpha, Phi Beta Kappa. Isabella Canales, Pi Sigma Alpha. Maria Gracia Carbone. Sophia Chambers, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. Janisa Chavez Lopez. Christian Chua. George Ciroli Jr., summa cum laude. Brandon Contreras, Pi Sigma Alpha, cum laude. Madeline Dominicello. Joanna Dudley.
Irene Esada. Nadasia Forde. Kevin Galvin. Pratiksha Garlapad, magna cum laude. Marquise Gale. Tim Giorlando, Pi Sigma Alpha and summa cum laude. Carolina Gonzalez, Pi Sigma Alpha. Andy Huang, Phi Beta Kappa and summa cum laude. Kaya Idlet. Ali Jaxi, Pi Sigma Alpha and summa cum laude. Hana Zhang. Kenan Kapit Panovich, Pi Sigma Alpha, summa cum laude. Alexandra Khan, cum laude. Anam Khan, Pi Sigma Alpha and summa cum laude. Noah Kirschner. Safa Koksal, cum laude. Wayne Lamont. Diana Lorea. Fatu Lemon. Narissa Martinez, cum laude. William McCullough Jr., cum laude. Stephanie Michael, Pi Sigma Alpha and summa cum laude. Shelly Martinez, cum laude. Brian Montoya, summa cum laude. Emily Morales. Brianna Noriega, Pi Sigma Alpha and magna cum laude. Isabella Lombardi, magna cum laude. Dinabel Larazan, summa cum laude. And now Professor Drew Engelhardt will complete the reading of undergraduate names.
Aisha Quadra, Pi Sigma Alpha, magna cum laude. Isaac Oberetten, Catherine Oswald, Pi Sigma Alpha. Stephanie Carpio, Kristen Paravella, Pi Sigma Alpha, cum laude. Pawan Pitirangan, magna cum laude. Megan Putker, Pi Sigma Alpha, cum laude. Anastasia Poulos, Pi Sigma Alpha, magna cum laude. Lauren Radici, Pi Sigma Alpha, magna cum laude. Carla Randella, Samantha Rios, Nia Sampson. Zarina Sadiq, magna cum laude. Madeline Silva, Pi Sigma Alpha, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. Nina Singh. Marina Siskos, Pi Sigma Alpha, summa cum laude. Ashevdev Sodi. Matthew Stringer, Pi Sigma Alpha, magna cum laude. Amrita Sukdeo. Amanda Sulasi. John Tafe. Caroline Talty, cum laude. Gia Trimarchi. Gabriela Yulin Mejia, Pi Sigma Alpha. Susan Wahab, Pi Sigma Alpha, magna cum laude. Asia Walton. Thomas Zapata Jr., cum laude. Adriana Zayink, Pi Sigma Alpha, summa cum laude. Brianna Arrington. Nigel Hector, Pi Sigma Alpha. Congratulations to our bachelor's degree recipients.
Amazing. And we're also on time, which is even better. So thank you for everyone to walk across quickly. I ran out of BA papers. Some of you just got a master's degree. Sorry. That was quick, right? That was very quick. So, but it's not real. sadly. So take it with a grain of salt. So anyway, thank you for everyone for joining us today. It's always one of the best things that I do is preside over this. I have a lot of headaches as chair of a department, but this is one of the fun jobs that I have because it's such a positive and joyous occasion. So I want to urge you to make good use of whatever you've learned here at Stony Brook. Hopefully it's something that you'll go off and use that in whatever you're doing. I also want to let you know that you will keep hearing from us. We have a newsletter and you will get it twice a year with news of what's going on in the department. We're very proud of you. And so please let us know when great things happen for you. It makes us feel good. We'd like to know how you're going. Make sure you stay in touch with your professors and let them know because we'd like to feature you in our newsletter as well. It goes to a lot of our alums. So don't be shy. Sometimes we're not sure what you're doing, but when something great happens, let us know. That would be wonderful. So I also want to make sure that you follow us. We're on LinkedIn. So, and I know most of you will be on LinkedIn. So make sure you link up to the Stony Brook Political Science Department. We are on X, but maybe we'll be on some other platform going forward. We'll see what happens to X and Instagram. So we'll see you there. But now it's time to really celebrate. So what I'd like you to do is take lots of photos with your favorite professors. We have a screen over there that you can stand in front. Make sure you introduce your parents to professors, to your best friends. While you're here, we have a cake. I think we have a cake. Yeah, we have a cake. So make sure you eat plenty of cake and go and have a well-deserved break and really have a great summer. So thank you to everyone and congratulations.
Because I think we're coming to an end for my end of the work. Yeah.
Did you get a picture of me and my mom on the stage together? Alright, thank you. I noticed that. I wanna what? Danny. Thank you so much.